Hey, Doris, how are you doing?
I'm good.
What? Got the video camera, so say hey to the camera.
Hey, Chad.
You can say hey, Destiny Church too.
Hey, Destiny Church. Love y'all.
Roger, is Roger here?
Roger, come here.
Have him come out and say hey to us.
All right.
Oh, you gotta go shake the cameraman. That's right. That's awesome. Well, come on in. We're gonna go in and talk to Roger and Doris about what God's done and how good God is. Yeah.
In 1996, I worked at Shoney's for 19 and a half years. Well, I became sick. You know, I thought it was the flu. Went to the doctor and they said it was the flu. But I kept losing weight. I had a little pain in my side. But they sent me to the hospital on a Monday afternoon and they done an ultrasound and they found a spot, but they didn't know what it was. So they put me in the hospital and at 12 o'clock that night they done surgery, exploratory to see what it was. And they found out I had colon cancer.
When you try your best but you don't
It was
succeed.
in 98 and I'm doing great, thanks to the Lord for that. And I knew in my heart the Lord had done this. I knew that. But I also thought that He had done this for a reason. And I love the Lord with all my heart. I'd serve Him every day. He's on my mind constantly. But somewhere, I think I had pushed Him back, and He wanted my attention, and He got it. And I've been serving the Lord ever since. In 2007, Roger come home from work one afternoon. No, he went down to his mom's one afternoon. He come home, and Roger acted funny, like he knew where he was at, but he really didn't know where he was at. I said, Roger, I said, we're going to the emergency room. Something's wrong. So we got to the emergency room. They done a CAT scan. They found he had an aneurysm on his right side that was bleeding. So they said they couldn't do the surgery out here. So they rushed Roger to St. Thomas. We got to St. Thomas and they done surgery on his right side and tied it off to quit bleeding. But when they done that surgery, they found another one on Roger's brain stem that was ballooning out and getting bigger. Like you blow a balloon, it gets bigger and bigger, it's getting bigger and bigger. They said go give him 2 weeks from his first surgery before they tried to do the second one. Well, he went up there the day to do his surgery. They couldn't do it. Said it was too dangerous. Said Roger would die. I said, okay. I said, what do we do? He said, we have to go in and do major surgery. Now, maybe 30, 45 minutes later, I don't really remember, the lady, the receptionist, she said, Dr. Stanley will see y'all in the conference room. And he said, Roger's had 2 strokes. Roger's gone to a coma. I said, well, what are you saying? He said, I'm saying 50-50. The 3rd week, on a Friday, they come and tell me, said, we're going to put Roger in the nursing home. I said, nursing home? They said, yeah. I said, he's like a child. I said, we don't know if this is going to help. You got to. So I went back up there. And of course, just as soon as I went in the room, I'd kneel down next to his bed, I'd take him in the hand, and I'd start praying for him. He said, Mama. I said, Kenny, honey. I said, don't do this. I said, I'm praying. Don't interrupt me while I'm praying. He said, Mama. He said, you need to look. Roger opened his eyes. He opened his eyes and thank you, Lord. I know God had come. I knew it. I just knew it.
Yeah, He's blessed me with my life. He's blessed me with my wife.
At the nursing home, of course, Roger was like a baby. You know, he couldn't do anything. He could not. He couldn't talk. He had to learn to talk again. He had to learn to walk again. He had to learn to put his clothes on again. And I took care of him just constantly at the nursing home. This house was awful. But that kitchen was just, it looks good now compared to then. And we just had to shovel stuff out. This house, it was awful. But we bought it because Roger was working. I mean, you know, doing good. We got one out. We buy it cheap enough. We can fix this house up. You know.
That again.
Just as everybody needs to love the Lord.
And why is that?
Because He loves you.
This is just plastic that's been stapled up onto the ceiling. And there's pieces of sheetrock drywall that's hanging in this plastic now, old insulation from previous water damage, where there has been a little bit of repair done in here, but you can see it's also in the kitchen down through here where the ceiling is warped. And it's in dire need of some repair. And so this is one of the things that we want to help out to get done here at the King House. This is supposed to be, well, about a 7.5-foot ceiling. And as you can see, my head's against it right here because of the water damage in the sheetrock. But you can also see daylight up here where the soffit's out on this area. All past water damage issues.
And I will try